안녕, 윤일레예요. 오늘은 양성평등에 대해서 핀란드 사람들은 어떻게 생각하는지 궁금해서 알아보기 위해 거리에서 처음으로 시민들을 인터뷰해 보았습니다. 제가 준비한 질문은 크게 5가지였는데요. 제 인스타그램에도 올렸다시피 첫 번째는 직장이나 학교 혹은 집에서 차별을 경험해 본 적이 있는지, 두 번째는 성별 때문에 해야 하는 의무나 기대받는 일이 있는지, 세 번째는 육아휴직 시에 자신의 커리어에 미치는 영향, 그리고 네 번째는 성별에 따른 임금 차이가 있는지 없는지, 그리고 마지막으로 핀란드 남자의 군 의무에 대한 생각을 물어봤습니다. 이렇게 남녀 모두에게 물어봤는데요. 이렇게 거리 인터뷰를 하는 건 처음이라 가지고 미숙한 점이 있을 수도 있으니까 그 점 양해 부탁드리겠습니다. Do you think Finland is gender equal country?
I don't know. I think, yeah, like kind of, but there is still some issues, like some jobs are maybe like there's more men working, like police officers, firefighters, or something like that. Like more men are working.
Yes, I think it's quite gender equality country. Basically, we don't have any limitation to any gender what you can do in the country and how is your career or in income. We have a little bit difference. Still, we are not totally equality, but we are getting better and better all the time.
I think some places are, but I live in a very small city.
Yeah,
And I don't think there people are so
really. I like old-fashioned still.
Yeah.
So in there you feel a bit like still the same way how it was like 100 years ago.
yeah.
Gender equal?
Yes.
I'd like to think so, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I would say mainly yes, but there are some minor
yeah.
problems.
I mean, I don't think no place is perfect anyway. But I mean, compared to other countries, I think things are quite good.
I think so.
You think so?
It is. Always room for improvement, but I think we are really doing well. Yeah.
Have you ever had any experience of discrimination because of your woman in the work or at home?
I wouldn't say like discrimination, but you always like hear some stories that people are maybe afraid of telling that they are pregnant when they are looking for job or something like this. Even though I don't know how common it is really that something would happen, but the mentality is that something might.
Yeah, I mean, I can't recall any proper like discrimination experience of my own, but especially some friends of mine who have studied like are engineers have faced some quite rough comments, for example, like we don't hire women to these kind of positions, like very direct and very So I think it depends on the field and it depends on life. But I mean, personally, I haven't faced any.
Not there probably is always a little, but in comparison to other countries, I think I couldn't tell from my life, like school, no.
Okay.
Maybe only once.
What happened?
When my daughter was skating.
Yeah.
And when we was very young, and I had to go to the dressing room, and she's a daughter, and some mothers were thinking about that I should not be in the dressing room because those young girls were 5 years old. But that's the only thing.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever run into some situations. No, but.
Is there any things you must do or expected to do because you're a man in your work or
Go to the military.
home? Yeah.
That's probably the biggest thing that all of us we have to do when we're 18 or 20 or something. Yeah.
Have you done the service?
Yeah, I did it when I was from 19 until when I was 20, so 1 year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in Finland the men have to take care of all the duties, outdoor duties. Yeah.
You take care of the, let's say, outside the
Snow.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, the heavy duties. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
and like car repair and everything. Like not always, but usually. Back home with my girlfriend, we kind of share all the tasks. So there's no required task for.
Yeah, but when you have a family house, then you are expected to do the outdoor things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawn cutting and lawn moving and things like that.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah. Me too. I no problem.
I think it's wrong. Like, I think it should be like to all people.
Everyone should go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
What do you think?
I think so.
Jury service. Like,
Maybe we have thought about it.
Yeah.
That's actually one major thing.
yeah.
Like women don't have to go to military.
Yeah.
It's optional, but well,
Women have to go.
yeah, but in my opinion, that's not a problem. In a way, I don't know. It's okay for me at least. 6 months, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have done military service, and it's mandatory for men.
Yeah.
And some women are also doing it because they are volunteering and want to protect the country.
Yeah.
But it's not mandatory for women, and I think it has some history that it has been that men are fighting against men,
Yeah.
but I think it's getting also more equality that women are also doing army more and more often. But yeah, what can I say? Maybe 95% is still men and 5% women in army. So.
Unfair. That I think that's the clearest unequal law that we have. I mean that's not okay in my opinion.
Yeah,
Are you willing
I
to-
agree.
Yeah.
Are you willing to maybe sign for the service?
Yeah.
Oh, the civil service.
The civil service kind of. So I think it would be fair to have it for both genders.
Yeah. Oh.
You can choose if you want to do the civil one or the military one. So I think that would be just the same for women as well. There is the option to not to go to the army like the military, so why not?
Yeah. Is there any salary difference between men and women?
Yeah, I
Oh
would
yes,
say
yes there is,
Yeah.
but well of course they're always discussing how much it has to do with the gender itself and how much it has to do with the personal choices. But I would still say that there is a difference. But I think, I hope it might be changing with our generation.
Me too.
Yes, it's. I think it's true. Yeah.
Sure, I think there's some differences. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't have a lot of information about that, but I've heard there is some differences.
Okay. If you're going to have a parental leave, like you're pregnant or you have taken the children, and is there any pressure from the company that after the career ends or something?
In my company, I guess not.
Yeah, I think it depends on the company. Like I quite recently heard one story about a friend of mine that had heard from her colleague that was pregnant, that when she told about it and said that she's gonna go to parental leave, and she got a comment like, oh, that they would have given her a raise if she wasn't pregnant, but because she was leaving,
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah, but I don't know. It might be also that. Well, I wasn't there. I don't know what was the exact words that was said, or
Yeah.
was it just how they took it. So it depends.
Yeah.
Because now, especially in small companies, it's a risk for the company
Yeah.
to hire a woman, and that's a problem.
But I've also heard that it might be even harder for men to take the parental leave because it's
I've
not that
heard that
typical.
too.
So I think they might face even rougher comments if they want to use it, even though they have exactly the same right as women do. But I think it might be even harder for them actually
Yeah.
when the time comes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think that it has affected for the women but for the men it hasn't affected.
It's such a short period, right?
Yeah. It's
You don't mind of using it?
no.
In my perspective, I don't have children yet, but in the future I'm gonna sure use it. And I think it's such a short period that it's not gonna affect my career really. Not much already.
네, 이렇게 영상 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 제가 처음으로 거리에서 이렇게 낯선 사람들을 붙잡고 이야기하는 거라 가지고 되게 떨렸고 그리고 민망했고 이불킥 할 거리도 많았어요. 거절도 되게 많이 당해가지고. 아무튼 핀란드는 지금 한국과는 좀 다르게 양성평등이라는 주제에 대해서 사회 분위기도 그렇고 어느 매체에서든 그리 자주 다루는 주제는 아니거든요. 그래서 이 주제에 관련해서 물어볼 때 되게 약간 좀 의외라던가 민망한 그런 반응들이 좀 있었고 하지만 하고 나니까 거기서 배운 점도 많고 또 예상했던 답변과는 좀 다르게 나올 때 그게 좀 신기했어요. 전체적으로 느낀 점은 핀란드는 대체적으로 평등하지만 어느 나라나 그렇듯이 완벽한 것은 없다. 그리고 되게 일단 단편적으로 알아보시기 때문에 이렇다 저렇다 이렇게 딱 나눠서 결론을 낼 수 없다는 거 고려해주세요. 오늘도 영상 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 그리고 좋아요와 구독은 제게 힘이 됩니다. 핀란드에 대해 더 궁금하신 게 있으시다면 댓글 남겨주세요. 그럼 안녕!